Good Wednesday morning, folks. I'm News 18 meteorologist Cameron Hotman with another edition of Cam's Weather Vlog. Been thinking about this. I think maybe a theme song might be useful. It's a little wordy there in the beginning, but nonetheless, let's get down into the forecast. Today, we're looking at mild conditions, 47-year high temperature, mainly cloudy skies. Overnight tonight, we only dip down to around 44 degrees. We're catching a lot of upper atmospheric moisture coming off of that low pressure system that's going to drive its way throughout the Great Plains, the upper Midwest. It's also going to produce that major winter storm headed to the north of us here over the next couple days. That low pressure system, we are beginning to see a lot of that moisture come off of that system. It's driving its way eastward, and that's why we're seeing the cloud cover throughout the day today. So mostly cloudy skies today. We get up to 47 degrees this afternoon. Overnight tonight, we only get up to around 44 degrees. That is because of the warm front that's also extending from that low pressure system. That will clip us overnight tonight and only keep temperatures from dropping down into around the mid-40s this evening. Now, it's also going to help warm things up for tomorrow as well. We'll see temperatures climb all the way up into the mid to low 50s across the region for tomorrow early afternoon. Now, what we can really expect for tomorrow, because that is the major day as far as this system goes, we will begin to see some rainfall right around midnight to 1 a.m. Thursday morning, late tonight into early tomorrow morning. That rain will begin to fall. That's all going to be produced on the leading edge of the frontal system that's going along with this low. We'll begin to see that precipitation fall. It's going to fall throughout the early morning hours, maybe lasting into daylight, but it's likely that we'll begin to see a dry slot filter on in following that rainfall. Now, behind the dry slot is the back edge of this system, and that's where all of that cold air is. So the rain comes through, it falls, it moves to our east. We're looking at dry conditions during the early part of the afternoon. That's when we're going to be seeing that high temperature right around 53 degrees. Temperatures tomorrow will be nearly 20 degrees above average for this time of the year, right around 17 degrees, in fact, above average for this time of the year. Once we see those temperatures begin to drop, that low will drag completely up to our northeast over the Michigan Peninsula, and once it does that, it's going to drag further to the east, the northeast, creating a low-level jet coming off of Lake Michigan. That is it's going to do a few things. One, it's going to bring much, much cooler air into the region. In fact, we're going to drop from that 53 during the afternoon to 19 degrees by early Friday morning. So temperatures will be plummeting throughout the day on Thursday and the evening, I should say, on Thursday as well. Two, it's going to bring a lot of moisture off of Lake Michigan. With the cold temperatures, we are talking about lake effect snow. The northern part of the state, north of our viewing area, can expect some accumulation in the inches, maybe 1 to 3, maybe 3 to 5 inches of snow in some parts of the northern part of the state. Our viewing area, the far northeastern counties, Pulaski, Cass, Miami, Fulton counties, you can expect maybe 1 to 3 inches of snow. Northern Fulton, northern Miami, that's where you can see a better chance of seeing some 3-inch accumulations in those regions. Now, as you get further to the west, further to the south, that's where you're going to be seeing some less snowfall. So as you get into your Pulaski and your southern Miami and your Cass County, that's probably where you're going to be looking at 1 inch of accumulation from the lake effect snowfall. Now, the snow will continue to fall throughout the late night hours Thursday into early Friday morning, and accumulations for the Lafayette area, expecting right around a half an inch. In fact, if you are east of I-65, you're looking at about a half an inch, maybe even as high as an inch. If you are west of I-65, it's likely that you're not going to be seeing much accumulation at all, maybe as much as a half an inch, and the further west you go, likely to see less and less snowfall by Friday morning. Now, high pressure will be pretty quick to follow this system on in. That's going to move in, drag in, clear things out for Friday afternoon. In fact, we're looking at decreasing cloud cover throughout the day on Friday, leaving us with mainly clear skies by sunset. Both Saturday and Sunday looking clear, very sunny skies. However, those temperatures will not bounce back. We are going to be seeing a high of only 28 degrees for the 21st, and it's kind of funny. I mentioned that overnight low Thursday night into Friday morning of 19 degrees. The winter solstice occurs at 6:21 in the morning. That's when the temperatures will likely be the coldest for Friday morning, and winter certainly coming in with a bang with those overnight lows, and even the afternoon highs getting up into the upper 20s across the area. We'll have that 28 here in Lafayette. We dip down to 17 for Friday night into Saturday morning, and we only get up to 32 on Saturday. Sunday, we're looking at a high of only 34 degrees. Now we turn to a secondary system that'll be making its way through the Great Plains towards our region by the beginning of next week, right in time for the holiday. Now, between all the models, the timetable's a little off at this point, so we can't really pinpoint a day. We're looking between Christmas Eve, Christmas, the day after Christmas. We're not exactly sure when it'll be making its way through our area, but it's likely that during one of those 3 days, that's when we could begin to look at a secondary system moving on in. This will be another low, a lot like the one that we're going to be seeing over the next 24 to 48 hours, but it doesn't look quite as strong. It just looks like it will be producing a decent amount of rainfall, at least for the time being, depending on its trend. It could be producing rainfall or maybe even a wintry mix, and if it does the latter of the two, then we could be looking at some problems as far as travel goes for the holiday. So this is something that Chad, Jesse, and I will keep our eyes on here, especially Jesse, since he'll be doing the weekend this weekend and into the beginning of next week. He'll definitely have a lot of information on that secondary storm headed our way for the holiday. But as of now, the forecast, I have rainfall mainly falling for Christmas Eve. It looks like 37 degrees. You could definitely see some wintry mix in there as well, but it looks like that freezing line will not pass until the majority of that precipitation is gone. Once again, I will mention that could very, very easily change and really put a lot of people in a pickle as far as traveling goes for the holiday. Now for Christmas, we are looking nicer. As of now, 35 degrees your high temperature on Christmas. We will be seeing partly cloudy skies. If you're headed north, it looks like maybe you could be dealing with a white Christmas, but for the time being, we're talking about some rain falling Christmas Eve, and that would likely melt anything we'd be seeing as far as the white stuff goes for Christmas morning. So hopefully, instead of a wintry mix, we get some light flurries maybe Monday night into Tuesday. But for right now, we're just keeping it rain and some more mild temperatures with highs right around the mid to upper 30s, both Christmas Eve and for Christmas. If you have any questions about this forecast, feel free to email Chad, Jesse, and I at weatherteam18@WLFI.com. You can follow us on Twitter at weatherteam18. You can also email me personally, Cameron.Hotman@WLFI.com. Feel free to do any of those. We love to hear from you folks and love to see more views on our videos as well. So with that, I'm gonna leave you off here. I have one more of these weather vlogs this week, but I'll be back on Monday as well. So keeping you updated on all the local weather from where you live and everything we can expect in the coming days. For the time being, though, I'm News 18 meteorologist Cameron Hotman, signing off.